Hello, everybody. It's it's a warm day. I don't know. There's actually a heat advisory, and I'm like, I don't know. I guess it's in the 80s, but it doesn't feel that bad to me. It's not that humid. I mean, compared to the rest of the country, I don't think this is that bad. I just ran to South Portland to go pick up. You can't see it, but my WRX has new tires now, new high-performance Bridgestone Potenzas. But anyway, whatever. Whatever. This is a lovely warm day that's perfect for me to drink this new thing I have from Ovum out in Oregon called Old Love. I know, what a name, Old Love. And as you can see, it's kind of it's a take on the Big Salt label. And also, as you can see, it's so complicated that I printed a piece of paper. I never do that. I always just try and do these videos without having to have notes. Because I don't know, I don't want to read from notes. I just want to talk and have a good time. Anyway, so this is Ovum. Ovum is John House and Ksenia. I don't remember her last name. I just know her as Ksenia. Anyway, alright, so, yes, skipping on past that thing that I forgot that I should know, that's not in my notes here. So you're probably sort of familiar with Big Salt, hopefully, I don't know. Big Salt is sort of a co-ferment of various different varietals, but more different vineyard sites, different vineyard sites that happen to grow different varietals, but it's really John and Ksenia trying to express these different terroirs in Oregon and make a very sort of like particular style of wine. So Old Love is sort of the same thing, but they're trying to, they're utilizing different winemaking techniques in order to express these different terroirs. They're trying to express Oregon sort of itself by blending together a bunch of different terroirs. So this is Eola Amity Hills, Columbia Gorge, Southern Oregon, and Willamette. It's 5 different vineyard sites that all happen to be Riesling. Maybe in other vintages they will use other grape varieties, but this vintage is pretty much primarily Riesling. But what really makes this unusual? Alright, so they do a soak on the skins, so like bring the grapes in and like sort of macerate them and the juice sits on the skins. Different amounts of time for each site, you know, because like different ripenesses and characteristics and stuff like that. Then they do a hard press, so they press the juice off from the grapes, press the juice off into tank, and then, so native fermentation kicks off. Then 35% of that juice, that fermenting juice, is racked off into a mix of amphoras, so terracotta amphoras, Austrian oak casks, cement eggs, acacia wood casks, and some neutral barrels. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different vessels that they're using. And they say why? Well, so they say, A, this is inspired by the way that Austrian monks were making wine in the Wachau back in the early 1800s. And then here's what they say about each of these different vessels. So the amphoras, the terracotta vessels, amphoras, help add structure and natural earthiness. Maybe they're not sealed on the inside, I don't know. Acacia wood heightens the earthiness and adds rich textures to the wine that's aged in that. Austrian oak casks add textural complexity and rounds out high-tone aromatics. Cement eggs pull out minerality and make the minerality more expressive at the loss of fruit aromas. I guess because of the constant sort of circulation of the leaves and everything. And then the neutral barrels help to express secondary and tertiary flavors. All right, so they take 35% of the fermenting juice and they put them into an equal mix of all those different types of vessels, and they let the wine, that 35% of the wine, rest in those vessels for 1 lunar cycle, which is about 28 days. Then they take all that wine and they blend it all back into the tank. So everything is blended back together in, I assume, stainless steel tanks. And then they do it again. They take 35% and they put it into all those vessels and wait 1 lunar cycle. Then they blend it all back together. And then they do it again. They take 35% and they put all of it in a blend of those things and for 1 lunar cycle. And then they blend it all back together. And I think they do it, I'm not sure if they do it 3 times, or it says here that they repeat it 3 times. So I'm not sure if repeating it 3 times mean they do it once and then 3 repeats, or just 3 times, 3 cycles. But anyway, I guess that works out to at least 100% of the wine spends at least 1 lunar cycle in one of those vessel types. So all of it spends 1 lunar cycle in something, either amphora or acacia wood, or anyway, to bring out, to like express different components, structural components and flavors from the wine. So then it's all blended back together, and I would assume it rests a little bit in stainless steel before they bottle it. Does it say blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's said in an email somewhere. This doesn't have it. Goodbye, this. So they use a little bit of sulfur at bottling, but you know, there's nothing else added. No filtration, no fining, nothing. So, all right. Now I'll get that paper later. Wow. I think this has been open since yesterday, maybe the night before yesterday, but it's been sitting in a refrigerator. You can see the color there. It's got some yellow to it, but it's like a little bit of straw, but it's pretty clear. I think this glass has got, these are like super cheap stemless glasses, so I think this glass has got a teeny tiny bit of like a blue-green tint to it, so that influences the color. All right. While I'm at it, what is this? Okay, 13.2% alcohol. Average vineyard age, 30 years. Vine age. Smells like Riesling. It smells sort of aromatic, but it actually smells, boy, it smells really sunny. A little bit like really ripe, rich, like crunchy, crisp, like, I don't know, golden delicious apple. Like wildflowers. Smells like honey, but also honeysuckle, apple blossom, maybe not white lilac, but like really pungent white flowers, like really expressive, aromatic, pungent white flowers. Like late spring, like blossoming fruit trees. Whew, wow. Oh geez, there's a truck coming. Ugh. Of all the stupid things. I'm just gonna keep on going here. Wow. Wow. That's got a lot of flavor. I'm gonna move back now so that this is back to looking at all my grapevines here in the tree. Okay, geez, this has got a lot of flavor. Wow, it's really rich. There's a little bit of residual sweetness, but like not in a way that I think people would quantify as sweet. I think it's like there's just this little bit of sweetness that makes the fruit on the mid palate really juicy and tropical and like boom in your face, and it makes the finish a little fruitier and makes it linger more. It like the sweetness hangs onto your palate and like keeps the fruit flavors there, is how I'm perceiving it. But at the same time, it's Riesling from Oregon. So it's got awesome minerality and acidity. It's very stony. Very stone fruity. There's a lot of like really ripe yellow peach, like nectarine here. Like almost overripe white grapefruit. The finish is more peach, like the finish is more like really ripe nectarine. But there's a little bit of spice in there too, like in the finish. There's like a little bit of heat. Wow, this is really delicious. This is ripe, expressive, rich, but very energetic. I am going to compare this to like Baroque music. This is like Johann Sebastian Bach. Also like Louis the 16th, like French furniture, like really detailed and beautiful, but like Baroque and intense. I wouldn't call it gaudy, but like there's a lot of gold leaf and a lot of decoration. Gold was a very good color choice for this label. This wine is complex, expressive, rich, like in your face, delicious, almost not overpowering. It'll overpower some foods, and it's not just like a simple thirst quenching, like throw it back Vino Verde or anything like that. Like this is serious wine that holds on to your attention. Wow. Okay. This is really exciting and special. Aloe vera, blood orange. I don't get either of those things. I don't get blood orange. Don't get aloe vera. No. No aloe vera or blood orange. Anyway, I'm just reading the back now that I can see it. This is awesome. I'm really glad I got an entire pallet of this, because this is fantastic. There you go. Super awesome Riesling blend from Oregon. I'm going to go do other wine things now.